wrestling chat.
Yes.
And I saw that you posted about it, Brendan, so I know that you know what's up. Some guy is going to become a wrestler, and he's calling himself Tony Modra, which is a very famous South Australian AFL player from like the late 80s and early 90s, a bit of a cult
Okay.
hero in the Adelaide.
Because I was going to say, you trailed off before I heard that last name, but okay. It's a famous last name, that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's funny.
Yeah. We are live, by the way.
Great. Posted on Discord.
Excellent.
What the fuck is that noise? Sounds like a light aircraft is about to crash.
Jeez.
Well,
What's the
hopefully
high
not
school?
even a clue.
What's that? I shouldn't say. I was going to ask, what's the high school near your place? I shouldn't identify where you live.
What's your address again?
Yeah.
You don't have
Actually,
a PO
what
box,
the-
hey?
I can say it, but I can't remember what it's called at the moment.
Mm.
But I do live near the airport, so it's probably a plane that's about to explode.
Yeah, we've talked about the inner west pause.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He's
Which
back.
is a thing I didn't know about until I moved to the inner west.
here's the
back.
king himself.
He's
Hello,
back.
buddy boy. Does he want his bed? Not really.
No, he's not
No.
interested. Kiss. There you go, buddy.
Oh, lick.
Yeah, he's gonna
Thank you,
immediately walk
Mitch.
away. All right, and he's gone.
Yep. Thanks for trying, Mitch. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it very much. Ah, always.
Oh, it's it just hit 8:30.
Bang on time.
It sure did. Yeah.
There's so much content for me to get into with that, all those. So we were talking about it on Discord before, and I just realized that the league cards in Pokemon Sword and Shield have bonus information about the characters. If you flip them
How
over.
did you play the Uncharted games and Last of Us 2, a game where you can flip objects in the environment and just have not want to instinctively do that with every other game? That's
These are an extremely side part of the game. Yeah, it's not a major focus. It's not like you need this to solve puzzles or anything like that.
true. Yeah.
But yeah, should we get started?
Yeah,
I believe so. You said it yourself.
I'm gonna get this correct this time. Welcome to Pokemon X and Y, because we're talking about Pokemon. I'm Brendon.
I'm Bianca.
I'm DB.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Cool.
Before we get too into Pokemon, though,
Yeah,
another topic to discuss.
for sure.
Firstly, we have to acknowledge that we are broadcasting / streaming / recording from the traditional lands of the Gadigal and Camaragal people of the Eora Nation. Pay our respects to elders past and present. And the other thing is some pretty fucked up news, to be quite frank, which kind of flew under the radar. I imagine it will have flown under the radar for lots of people.
There's a scene, if you want to move slides down one, by the way.
Oh, right, okay, yep, let's do that.
Yeah. There's a more appropriate slide than a Photoshop.
Yes.
remember
Oh,
that
yes,
now.
I know.
I
I remember
remember
you
this.
said that. You're like, let's talk about the serious issues on a serious slide, and here I am
Yeah.
starting to talk about it on our Yu-Gi-Oh Pokemon crossover.
This whole Calyrex thing is a serious issue, but let's talk about it later.
Yeah. So essentially, and I'll just say from the reading that I did online on the internet, which is where all the information is found. The Victorian government are doing some sort of work on a highway, clearing land to build a road, and there's sacred trees there. I think they're called birthing trees, if I recall correctly, and there was a protest camp set up around it to protect the trees and the land, and they fined the shit out of everybody there, dispersed them, and destroyed the trees.
COVID fines, no less, on the last day that they're enforceable. So that's a scummy move, to say the least.
Yeah. So that's just did any of you guys find any other information out that contradicts or adds anything to that?
You're right. It was the side of a highway duplication. The thing even Dan Andrews kept stressing is that, well, he's really concerned. Like, yes, I understand that it's a sacred site, but it's also like a very intense safety concern with the highway. Like, I'm really concerned about the amount of fatalities that happen here, which, classic disingenuous deflecting political talking point. And the tree you referred to, it's what's called a directions tree. Dates back hundreds and hundreds of years for the people in that area, and it's of enormous significance. And of course, people, a spokesman for Major Road Projects denied that it was that specific tree. It's like, oh no, it was a different tree, and we had authority to remove it as per our agreement. Just like a very telling lack of sympathy from him and from government figures that have spoken on this. And it's just, yeah, I mean, the scale of it is just hard to reckon with, I feel like. I've got a link. In fact, I'll share it in the chat right now. I've got a link to a Google document that just lists all these people involved and all these ways you can help. But it's just like it's one of those times that we're encountering more and more as adults. It's just like the scale of the institutions that are just steamrolling through this, not just the government, but the police enforcing it, forcibly removing people from this 10-10 C. It's just it feeds into so many other things, and as individuals, it's easy to feel really powerless in the face of it. But hopefully, this document I'm posting will fight back against it at least a little bit.
Awesome.
Anyway, sorry to bring it down, but
well, I mean, not awesome, but awesome that you've got that document, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, here it comes. Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, check it out if you're interested, anybody who's interested, because it's pretty fucked up, and we should do something about it.
Yeah.
And by do something, I mean, there's a link to a GoFundMe for the people at the embassy. There's numbers for people, major figures involved, and directions to the site. Though obviously, us being an NSW, we can't really get there if we wanted to. So, yeah, but it's pretty comprehensive and helpful.
Awesome.
I'm gonna segue us into a fun activity that we have to start.
Yep, I love that.
And this is a play at home activity as well.
This is one that everyone can enjoy. Fun for the whole family.
Yeah. I saw this on Twitter. I can't remember who shared it, but anyway. These are all the bald white men from the... I don't know what era these are. What would you say? Like 2000 and...
Just Xbox 360. I mean, these are all very Unreal
yeah.
Engine looking dudes. Andy Kelly, by the way, is the guy, the PC gamer writer who made this originally and he said this is in 2012. So this is like that's how far back we're going. It's pre 2012 and before.
Yeah.
So
there's some of these that we've talked about before as well, and some that we will talk about in the future. But I have all the names here. Okay. I don't know if you two have gone through this, but I thought we could play the game.
I think that I can genuinely only name one of them.
Okay.
The rest will all be guesses.
That's fine. DB, how do you feel about this?
I reckon I could pick the games that four of them are from.
Okay.
As for the rest,
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go with number one. Let's just start. Number one.
Nico Bellic jumps to mind, but I know it's not.
I was going to say, maybe is he the guy from GTA? That's what I was going to guess.
Like, I would mockingly call him Dollar Store Nico Bellic, but I genuinely just don't know. That scowl is just... I don't recognize him from anywhere.
I'm going to... Maybe before the... Oh, no. I was going to say maybe before these I'll give, like, a difficulty rating.
Oh, okay.
That's too easy.
Okay.
But I would rate this as a very hard, because this is... Nathan Hale from Resistance.
I have never heard of that game before in my life.
My
is that not
character?
Is that not? Wait, which studio made Resistance? Was it Insomniac?
I'm not sure.
I think it was. It was one of those big studios, and it was like a PS3 exclusive title series.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Resistance 1 through 3, and it was like an alternate World War II where aliens came down. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. These
missed the boat on it.
all these start off pretty hard, by the way. Number two. There's a hint on his face.
He's
Scar, the quest for vengeance.
Scar Man.
This character is Jet Brody from Fracture.
Oh.
Which, if you remember, was a game that had a gimmick that was around, I think, like gravity would shift and you'd like go to different like walk on walls and stuff
Brendon,
like that.
who in history has referred to that as a fractured face? Even in literature.
Well, the thing is, when they all look like this, that's
Yeah.
like the most identifying feature that I can think of.
That's like in every custom character creator when you like choose scarring for your character. That's like one of the
Yeah.
presets in every
Yeah.
single one.
Big
It's just this
fuck
Michael
off
K.
scar.
Williams
Yeah.
scar down the middle. Yeah.
Number 3. Any guesses?
Is it Brink? Is it the guy from Brink?
Good guess. Good guess.
Scar Jr.
This is Alec Mason, and I'm pretty
Such
sure,
boring fucking names.
as well as that, I already know there's 2 other characters that came out around the exact same time, also named Alec Mason. Actually, Alex Mason, the main character in Black Ops 1, and I think Prototype. The names are also Alex Mason or Alec Mason, something like
I
that.
play Prototype. It's goofy. It's one of the more stupid GTA clones you can play. But yeah.
One of these is the infamous guy.
Yeah.
I thought 2 was the infamous guy, but it's not.
Nah.
What are we up to?
4.
Oh, number 4.
Yeah.
This is another really hard one. This is like impossible.
I thought it
yeah,
was
go on.
Shepard, and then I realized Shepard's somewhere else.
Yeah. Shepard stands out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say it's the guy from Quake 4. I remember Quake 4 coming out and people being thoroughly disappointed by it, and I couldn't tell you the guy's name, but
That's a good guess, but this is Shane Carpenter from the game Haze.
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 Right.
So many games I've never heard of.
Yeah.
That's a.
But they
pilot
all look
game, I think.
familiar.
I'm pretty sure Haze is a jet fighter game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the character models are really important, and
Yes.
number
they are.
5.
Is it the guy from Wolfenstein?
I think it's the guy from Infamous.
DB's correct.
Ah.
I don't
Hole
know
something.
how you picked that. He looks like a character from Prison Break to me.
You know what I think cemented it is me watching his cutscenes in PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale. Because that was like the one PS3 exclusive. I was
right.
like genuinely mournful I didn't get to play at length because it looks so stupid but kind of appealing.
We can play it on stream. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, cool.
I've got
You
it.
set us up with an HDMI splitter for the PS3 and then we're good.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
need
yeah.
to do that. I just want to catch up on these because Corn write a song. What game did Corn write a song for? And apparently Haze is a bad FPS. I'm thinking of something else that is a jet fighter game. The Infamous games are good. I didn't really like the Second Son though. Oh,
That's
Corn
the
write a
one I
game for
played.
Haze. That's
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
And as for who will release generic grizzled men, that's the joke. We're trying to identify who they are just by their disembodied faces.
Yeah. And then we're gonna tweet the VOD at Andy Kelly and hope that he puts us on the front page of PC Gamer. That's what's gonna happen.
We can
I'm
only
gonna do
hope. We can only hope.
So number 5 was where I started to get a bit easier. Number 6.
Is it Locke from the official Lost video game?
Oh, it does look like him, doesn't
That's
it?
a very
It
good
does,
guess.
just especially
Yeah.
cranky. Just on a bad day. He couldn't get into the vault.
I feel like this one is a curveball. Bianca,
Okay.
how do you feel?
This... I've got no idea. I've got genuinely no idea. It doesn't look
This-
familiar enough to me.
This is Agent 47 from some Hitman game.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Well, I was saving my Hitman
Yeah.
guess for a later entry in this list. So,
Bit of a curveball, hey.
yeah,
Wow.
Next one's easy.
yeah. That's the only one that I definitely know, and that's Shepard from Mass Effect.
Yes. It's like, you're not going to know why someone has to answer this.
Someone must pay for BioWare's crimes.
What about-
Agent 47 is played by my racist uncle. Like that's just
So,
got it. Yeah.
sorry.
Sorry, I'm still hung up on number 6. Sorry. We should move
It's,
on.
it's weird though. Hey, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Before we move on to number 8, Jonathan Davis from Korn apparently said, "Gaming for me is a religion, and Haze is the shit." Fuck yeah, man. Game on, brother.
That's a great quote, and I am not surprised it was made.
Sounds like an extremely
exactly what I
believable thing that someone from Corn would say.
Yeah. Number 8, I was convinced that I knew who it was and was completely wrong.
So this is I was going to guess Hitman for this. The Hitman, as he's called, as we know him. But given that we already have Hitman in this list, I'm going to say, I don't know, is he from Call of Duty or something generic or boring like that? Is he from Battlefield or something? I don't know.
Oh, actually, it's not that far off. DB, any guesses?
The chick from Lollipop Chainsaw after a 10-year time jump.
No.
She shaved her head and just gone to the dark side.
This is Sam Fisher from the Splinter Cell games.
Okay.
And there's no way you're going to get who any of these are, the other ones, except for number 12.
Well, I can guess the number 9 one. It's the lead figure from Too Human. I remember the box. I remember the box for that with the weird markings on his face. So yeah. But yeah, 10 and 11, I don't know. 12, of course.
10 is Psycho from Crisis. 11 is Darius Mason from
Another
Red
Mason.
Faction Armageddon.
Red Faction, yes.
It must be Alec Mason's brother, I'm guessing.
The Mason verse expands.
Yeah.
Number 12. Who knows who number 12 is? It does look like the guy from Prison Break.
Yeah, I know 100% who that is.
Is it
And Bianca? Yeah, go on.
Is it the guy from the Star Wars game that you were playing?
Yeah. So he wasn't in it a lot because I kept swapping him out for like Anakin Skywalker and other people. Cool. There is one thing I want to share. Like I forget what prompted this in the middle of the conversation, but I just had a brainwave and remembered that at one point they advertised something called SegaNet with the king of badass bald men, Fred Durst, saying, "If you get your ass kicked, it's probably me on the other end of the line." Of course, referring to the online service for Dreamcast, I assume.
Jack in. Don't jack off. Jack in.
Yeah,
So-
I remember seeing that every few months. I'd see this on Tumblr and always reblog it. Classic. I want this as a poster. That'd be fucking amazing to have.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
that'd be
this.
good.
So I love Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've established that. Fred Durst was in the bad PS2 fighting game based on Fight Club. He's also in SmackDown. I'm going to say Know Your Role.
Race, of course you know all this. No, wait, sorry. Yes, he is. Okay. Sorry.
So he's in SmackDown Know Your Role. They agreed to, I believe they agreed to allow The Undertaker to use Roland as an entrance theme when he was a biker in exchange for Fred Durst to be in this game. And he's an unlockable character, and you have to go through this really difficult set of tasks to unlock him. And it's got a special tag team entrance with The Undertaker. So there you go.
If I was a famous musician, I would absolutely pimp out my works in order to be immortalized in video games.
Yeah, me too.
Make me a secret boss, and you could just do whatever the fuck you want with my music in your game.
Yeah.
Caesar, absolutely. It's the dream.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd do that too.
Oh, man. Man, back in these days when they had celebrities promoting this, it's like the Mr. T ad, you know? Like we don't really do that anymore. They don't really have celebrities promoting video games. Actually, no, sorry, that's a lie. I get ads for, I don't know. It's not Raid Shadow Legends, I know that much. It's a different...
AFK Arena?
Yes, and it's Elijah Wood is in the ads
Elijah
for
Wood's
it.
in that one, hey.
Yeah. And every time the ad comes up, I just sort of sigh quietly. I'm just like, what have they done to you? What have they done to you? Anyway.
Reese points out that ICP were in the Backyard Wrestling games. ICP are actually wrestlers, by the way. They owned a wrestling company. And
Really?
they wrestled in it. Yeah.
That's very on brand.
Yeah. Juggalo Championship Wrestling, it was called.
It's a picture
Is
of
that
Melissa
Alicia
Joan Hart.
Silverstone? Oh, no.
No, it's Melissa Joan Hart, the teenage witch.
God.
Sorry. Fuck.
She's playing Sonic Adventure.
Hey,
Who
you know
else
who's-
would?
You know who's a massive wrestling fan? Melissa Joan Hart. True. Absolutely true. Anyway.
That Tom. Oh, they did. They had the Tom Holland, and who else was in that? Yeah, Hannibal Buress were in a Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers ad, which is an excellent ad. So.
Oh, I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Hey, speaking of FF14, they sponsored WrestleMania one year.
Oh, really?
Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Big E all came out to the ring dressed in different 14 jobs. And they had a cart with a chocobo on it and stuff. I'll send you the link. This was at WrestleMania 33. So yeah.
Yeah, please do. What is Jason Alexander doing here? What game is that? Is that Halo?
It's Metroid Prime, please.
Fuck.
The classics.
Fuck. Oh, of course it is. It's a GameCube. I'm fucking stupid, man.
I got no connection with Jason Alexander in wrestling. I'm sorry. But I did see him doing stand-up in Wollongong. It was one of the funniest stand-up sets I've seen in a long time. Wow. He also did songs as well in between bits.
Okay.
And he came out with this song that like he always does the introduction to. But there's he must do it for every city because there's a verse that he did that was like about Wollongong and that area. I was like, that's so cool that for like every show you must come up with a little rhyming ditty for this bit. That's because he rhymed 2 areas. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I was like,
he did his research.
Yeah,
sounds like a smart man, really.
Yeah, it's so funny. So funny.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway,
I like that he played one of the gargoyles in Hunchback of Notre Dame, and then played that same role in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance.
Really? Fuck yes.
He came back for it.
That's incredible. Yeah. That's incredible.
Yeah, good on him, I say.
What a mad dog.
He's got a Kingdom Hearts game in his IMDb. That's good.
If there's any other celebrities endorsing video games, feel free to add them in while we go through the Pokemon presentation.
Yeah, and we can circle back to them at the end. Oh, fuck, I just said a work thing at... Never mind. Well, yeah. Let's move swiftly away from this.
So, Crown Tundra came out, last week? This week? Who knows? It's all been a blur. It's just to start things off. Actually, I should explain what it is, just to get it all done. So I'm alright, fuck you.
Yeah, so that was me. I wrote it back to James.
Yeah. This is the second expansion for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Pretty sure it's the last part. It adds a big new wild area and all that stuff. But we're not here to talk about that. There's a few things that I'd like to talk about. One thing is, I have a big gripe. The other thing is, the Pokemon world has been transformed in a big way, and not enough people are talking about that.
All right.
Going. Oh, forgot a bit I was gonna do.
It's okay. Just do it again. Go from the top.
No. I needed to prepare something.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm not even exaggerating. This may only be a big deal to me. I don't know. But that being said, I'm going to spoil a bunch of shit in this. So if you're not ready for it, I'm sorry. But this is how it has to be. I don't think there's going to be anything that will impact you too hard.
For every major plot spoiler, I'll post another picture of a celebrity with a console and derail the conversation.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
The bit that I was going to do, I was going to have the bit of Red Letter Media where they keep going, spoilers, ahoy. Spoilers in the house.
I stopped watching them like early 2016, so anything beyond that,
bad time to drop off. The more alcoholic and depressed they get, the better they are.
Okay.
It's been a long few years from 2016 to 2020.
Yeah, it's weird.
So you can only imagine. Just to start off with, if you could go to the next slide. The DLC is really good. It's really fun. I like the ideas that they're putting down. The main hook for this... Oh, sorry.
Sorry, are we looking at you right now? Is this a photo of yourself?
This is me immediately after I hit the credits on Crown Tundra.
Okay.
I turned into a Squirtle.
Okay.
And then I reverted back for the podcast. So, because I didn't have any leaps, I can't talk. So the the entire conceit of this DLC is it's all about catching the legendaries. They introduced like a bunch of legendaries back into the game, and they also this isn't something that I wrote down, but they also sort of fixed Dynamax battles a little bit. Like they didn't fix it, but they to make them good, but they've implemented max raid battles. I should say, not Dynamax battles. They've implemented. Oh, is it as big as the multiverse? I think it's on par, possibly bigger. Who knows? I'll let you guys judge. Yeah, the conceit is all about getting all the legendaries. Oh yeah, max raid dens are sort of fixed because they've been implemented into Dynamax adventures. So you do a couple of them in a row, and then for a reward you get a random legendary. And
I'm excited to try them. I'm quite excited to try them.
They are quite fun, which is weird.
Excellent.
But I've been doing a lot of them and really enjoying it actually.
Awesome.
Which I didn't expect, but there you go. So I can see you've got something ready.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about it in just a second. Actually, no, let's talk about it now. Beyonce, was she in an ad?
It was for Rhythm Heaven.
Sorry? Rhythm or Final Fantasy?
No. That's Theatrhythm. I'm talking about Rhythm Heaven, just the rhythm game.
Oh right, okay.
I was a bit WarioWare, but
she should have been in the Final Fantasy one.
No, that was a classic ad though. Because it's just her, and it's like the game audio is just it's recorded so that it sounds like it's coming out of her actual DS, and she's just sort of laughing and having it and playing along, and there's just not a lot of polish to it. It's just in a room playing the game, and it's really cool actually.
And yes, we can watch the Kim Cattrall Mario ad at the very end of the stream as a special treat.
Okay.
We can watch it now if you want.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's watch it now. It's really fucking good. It's really, really good.
You're gonna have to give us a 3, 2, 1 go, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
I have seen this before, but I'm eager to watch it again. Give me a 3, 2, 1 go for sure. Yeah.
Every time I hear of Kim Cattrall, I remember comedian Claudia O'Doherty, where she does an impression of Kim Cattrall, but she can only say Kim Cattrall.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's it. Or maybe she can say something else.
Oh wait, I'll just embed it here and we can all watch it. I was like, I'll just do it on stream. Okay, insert. Yeah. Sorry, we're getting there.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
No, that's audio. Don't do that.
While we wait, I'll talk about Pokemon for a bit.
Yeah.
The thing about making this all about catching legendaries is this completely shatters the mystique that around legendaries. I've had to console with this for a bit, and I've just thought, fuck it, like. They're introducing Pokemon that are 20 years old at this point. So if you're going to just introduce them like this, you've come up with a way to introduce it, that's fine. And it's sort of like fighting games where they introduce games to update the roster. This is like the approach that they're going for with Pokemon now, it feels like. Which is just interesting. And it's a very big change for the Pokemon franchise, but I like it a lot.
I have the video ready. I'll do a countdown. Whoops. Correct to the start, please.
Give us a 3, 2, 1 go and on go.
Yep. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
I've discovered a new way of enjoying my spare time.
Run, Mario, run!
I go on magical adventures with a certain Mario. And guess what?
Which
He's
Mario?
totally into dressing up.
I fucked Mario.
Is my particular favorite. There are many men in my life, but for a few minutes or a few hours, I'll always find time for Mario.
Add a little fun to your life with Super Mario 3D Land, only on Nintendo 3DS.
Okay, it's a UK ad, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because they're implying that she fucked
DS. Mario.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I fucking love that video.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love that video.
I can't believe Nintendo okayed that.
Yeah, you said it correctly, Reese. Nintendo of Europe does not give a single fuck.
Yeah. That's so funny. That's great.
I also like the clip. It's not gaming related, so we shouldn't bring it up. But it's like her scatting in Latin is a classic. It's her and her now ex-husband who's playing double bass, and she comes up with gibberish to go along
It's
with
the
it.
lorem
Like
ipsum.
beat poet. It's so good. Not even that. I'll share it later. It's too good.
Yeah. I fucking love Kim Cattrall, so whatever. Any excuse will do.
I'm glad she derailed Sex and the City 3. I'm glad
Yeah.
she did that.
Yeah, me too.
Good job.
Thanks.
We can move on to the next slide.
Mm.
These dudes got leaked ahead of time, and then they featured really heavily in the trailer. These are their Galarian versions of Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. Obviously.
If you didn't know that, turn off the stream right now.
However, the leaks said that Articuno would be Ice Psychic, Moltres would be Fire Dark, and Zapdos would be Ground Electric. But that is not the case.
Ah.
And I was really disappointed because Zapdos is not a Ground Electric type, which would have been really cool.
Yeah.
It's not even a ground type, it is a fighting flying type.
Oh.
I was really upset about that.
He's fighting flying.
Yeah.
So he doesn't zap. You're telling me he does not zap?
He doesn't have any electricity moves, I don't think.
That's fucking
Alright.
dumb.
Yeah. The regular Zapdos is in the game, and I just caught it right before we started the stream, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Nice.
Okay. No, sick.
I remember. I feel like when we first talked about this, this came up, and so I'm just going to delete that. I don't know. I moderate you. If I moderate you out of existence. Ban. Okay, goodbye.
Who got banned?
Somebody wanted me to go and get some big follows.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love it when they come by.
Bigfollows.com. Bring them back. Anyway.
So sorry, but I swear when we first, because I remember when they came out, I swear we talked about it on stream, and I remember, I'm sure I said it at the time, that I was really excited that we were gonna have another go at the ground electric type, because we have Stunfisk and it fucking sucks, and we need to try again because that was a failure. The concept has legs, but we just needed to just have another iteration at it, and
And it was
thoroughly.
Zapdos, right?
It was Zapdos. I'm thoroughly disappointed that it's not the case.
I
thoroughly
didn't find out until I caught it as well. And I was
Oh, damn.
What the fuck is this shit? Yeah. So the Articuno is psychic flying and Moltres is dark flying, which makes sense because they've got this, I guess, the second holy trinity, which is flying, dark, psychic, in terms of they counter each other. Except it's not exactly like fair because dark is immune to psychic. But anyway, I digress.
The facial expression on Dark Moltres.
Yeah, it is supposed to be very evil. It
just
it's a
looks
lot.
happy to me.
Oh, happy. I was thinking,
Oh,
like,
actually, I've just
sinister.
noticed the eyes. Actually, the eyes
Yeah.
got the little. Yeah, I just noticed the eyes.
It's so much better than regular Moltres.
Yeah, I don't really like regular Moltres very much.
No one does. It's
Yeah.
For some reason, the word swarthy came to mind, and I looked it up on Google. Dark complexioned. Well, there you go.
Yeah. I was talking about that word, because it sounds racist, but it's not. Anyway.
Regular Moltres is the worst of the birds. Yes, it's true. But not anymore.
I remember playing a game growing up with my brother. Like, we were both children at the time, and it was basically hide and seek. Only I called it Pokemon Snap, and one of us had an instant camera and had to use it when they found us, and the person hiding had to pretend to be a Pokemon. And when it was Damo's turn, he went with Moltres, and he didn't know what Moltres sounded like, so I just had this memory of him in another room on the other end of the house going, Moltres! Moltres. When he got sick of waiting.
Firstly, that's incredibly cute. Secondly,
Yeah,
that's
it is.
incredibly hilarious as well.
That just reminded me of when I went to, I'm going to say it was Movie World.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because Pokemon was distributed by Warner Brothers. So it was around that time, and they had this ride, I guess, this thing that you walk through, and they had all these Pokemon around. It was like you walk through all these different environments that they set up, and you had a checklist, and you wrote down all the Pokemon that you saw throughout.
Oh,
Just to
nice.
try to get as many as you can.
Were they animatronics or like just?
Yeah. The
Oh,
animatronics
cool.
and models. I frothed it.
Ah, cool.
We probably have photos of it somewhere. I'll ask my parents for it.
Yeah, I guess a Starmie you wouldn't have to animate necessarily.
Yeah.
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 So
yeah.
time to get into why I'm angry.
All
Okay.
right.
So here I am, right?
This is
Me?
you.
Me, this guy.
Okay.
I'm going around the wild area for the first time, exploring it, really enjoying it. Love exploring these new wild areas. There's only 3 of them. Exploring the second one for the first time was great. I thought this one will be just as good. So Pokemon pop up, they spawn on the world map, and I see this dude. Is it a Romora?
I thought it was a
can't-
Moro or something, but yeah, something
it's
like
something
that.
Or yeah, anyway, that doesn't matter. But I spot this little guy, and suddenly I fly into a furious rage.
But why?
Why? Because this Pokemon is a dinosaur Pokemon, Bianca. This Pokemon should not be. It should not exist in herds in the wild because it is an extinct Pokemon. And I thought, are they just retconning this? But no, I go to the Pokédex and it says this Pokemon was revived from a fossil. It's like, no, I don't think it was. I don't think it was revived from a fossil at all. Please rectify the situation. I'm furious. All the fossil Pokemon are around in the wild areas.
Would you say James Turner is responsible?
I'd say he's probably not responsible at all. But in saying that, I think he should be held responsible.
He has the power to get rid of this thing again. So
Yeah, fix this. Next slide is how I feel about this situation. This sick filth needs to be banned. Fix the continuity or Pokemon is over. First,
the timeline will collapse if not for if we don't eradicate this
the
thing.
temporal pincer attack may not be successful.
Oh, don't. The other fossil in Gen 6, the cool T-Rex looking one, is Tyrantrum. I fucking love that one too. Fucking love that one. I didn't care for this one.
Does he look like he's throwing a Tyrantrum?
He could be.
I think he actually has a move called Stomping Tantrum, which may have been its signature. That might be wrong, but
Yeah, that sounds correct.
yeah.
Yeah, I really fucking liked that dude because he was just a cool fucking dinosaur. I think I've told on this episode on this show before about how much I was obsessed with dinosaurs as a kid, and he's a proper dinosaur Pokemon. Like, not like this isn't a dinosaur. This is not dinosaur-y to me. Tyrantrum is a dinosaur. Like,
Yeah.
because he's angry and he's got sharp teeth.
And it's also a dragon.
Yeah.
I'm getting
fucking sick.
Digimon vibes. Is that fair?
It is a Digimon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, extremely fair. Maybe that's why I like him so much.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
All the Digimon Pokemon, you're like, hell yeah. Speaking of Digimon Pokemon,
Yeah.
we're about to get into the opening of the box
All right.
Yes.
that Pandora has set out.
Mm.
So, this is Calyrex, a big story component of the Galar region. Was revealed beforehand as well. Is the mascot of the area, as Urshifu was to the last area. It is the Pokemon King of the Crown Tundra, and I won't get into its backstory too much, because I'll leave that for you, and it's not really relevant. But there were also 2 Pokemon that didn't get leaked, or they may have gotten leaked, and maybe I thought they were fake or something like that. I didn't see either of these 2 Pokemon before I played the game, and when I encountered them, I was like, "What is this sick shit? This is cool. I can't believe there were 2 Pokemon that I didn't get spoiled on before I played a game."
Whoa, I'm seeing these for the first time.
Yeah, right. You're definitely getting a spoiler looking down a few slides.
Oh, I can't see
Okay,
further down than this. Yeah.
Well, don't. So this first one is a glacier something. I can't remember what it's called.
It's not important.
Yeah, but it's an ice horse.
It's an ice horse with a unicorn horn.
These are both legendaries, by the way.
Right, okay.
You can only pick one.
Well, I know which one I'll be picking.
Perchance would it be the ghost horse?
It might be the ghost horse. It might be cool emo goth girlfriend ghost horse.
Street or Spectrier?
Yeah, Spectria, yeah. Look at it.
Fuck, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's permanently closed.
Sorry?
Wow.
Oh, okay, Ice Horse. Let's just go back to Ice Horse real quick. He can't see.
No.
Like, as in, neither can Pierce the Veil Horse.
But it's a ghost. So.
But it's a ghost horse, and he's like, it looks more like an aesthetic choice that the eyes are closed and the hair is flowing. This guy, like, just, like, accidentally
Like
froze his
blinders,
head.
but
Yeah.
Permanent blinders.
Yeah,
Like
they're
actual
blinders. They're blinders that go all the way around.
They're blinders that make you blind.
Who needs eyesight when you have big ears? Like a horse.
It's also
True.
magic.
True.
I don't know.
True.
Just trying to... I'm just trying to come up with a canon reason.
Are you ready
Why
for the
it's
box to be open?
No, but go ahead.
I just had to rearrange a slide.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I did the setup order. If you go down,
Here.
after 20-something years, we have reached Pokey Fusion.
Okay. Is that not the name of the tool that was really popular for a minute, like a year ago?
Yeah. Yeah, we did an
Yeah,
episode
that's a
about
fan
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
How we have reached a point where two Pokemon have merged, and you can unfuse them as well. But they have absolutely fused, and this is the first time this boundary has been broken in the company in Pokemon history.
Okay.
So
how is Slowbro different? 'Kay, I'm sure we had a whole conversation about this.
canonically, yes, we will absolutely get to that. By the way.
Okay.
Black
So-
Twin White who did this with Curum. I remember we learned how that worked when we watched the Keldeo movie. It's sort of different.
Kyurem.
Curum!
Fucking Kyurem.
Call you Kyurem and I'll like it.
I opened Streamlabs by mistake. Black Twin White to do this Kyurem.
Yeah, I thought it was Kyurem as well. But I don't know if you've seen it. If not, I'll link it in the Discord afterwards. We did an episode where we watched we didn't watch. Did we watch? We just summarized the Keldeo movie, because that exists, and
Played like an AMV from it. Hey,
yeah, it was.
what was the song on it?
Fuck.
It's like Linkin Park. Or...
Yeah, it was. That's right. Yeah, it was a
That's
High
it.
School Musical.
Yeah.
Anyway, they say Kyurem's name, and they say it Kyurem. It's really fucking weird, and I don't like it at all. But that's how they said it in the movie, so it has to happen.
Also, Reese is right. Kyurem does this, so I'm totally wrong about this being a big revelation. So the entire conceit of the presentation is kind of ruined. But anyway, let's get
Thanks, Reese.
Thanks, Reese. But they do some more interesting stuff with this. So these are the two different forms. The fusion is that Calyrex will just ride one of them.
What the
Just
fuck?
awesome. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We can go down to the Spectria because it's cooler.
Holy shit.
You can see why my mind was so blown.
Whoa.
We just have one Pokemon riding another Pokemon.
Okay, no, sorry. This is a little bit different from when they have Kyurem Black and Kyurem White.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This should be illegal.
Yeah. So
Going for a little ride. What's
damn
the
this sick
problem?
filth. So the way that it works is like it gets buffed up a bunch. It gets a ghost type as well. And it gets 2 fucking abilities. Which is a lot. It's the only Pokemon in the game that gets 2 abilities. One of them is Unnerve, which is a solid ability where the opponent can't eat berries. The other one is Moxie, but for special attack.
Oh, that's
So
pretty
every
good.
time every time you kill an opponent, you get a special attack boost.
Fuck.
It's fucking crazy.
Sorry, can we just go back to he's riding the horse?
Yeah.
Where does the little the reins come from? What are they canonically?
Well, the reins are the item that you use to fuse them.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, you go on a whole quest to get them. You need to. I won't spoil it.
Well, you did say you were going to spoil it. I've got a celebrity photo ready to go.
It's not relevant to the Pokemon design, so I'll leave it that as a secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the horses? Yeah, are the horses version exclusives, or did you say you had to choose?
Yeah, you choose between one or the other. Yeah.
So it's like a
Post it
Shifu
anyway.
where you just choose it.
Yeah. I obviously picked the ghost.
Of course.
Obviously.
Of course. I love this. I love this photo, by the way.
Yeah, I know. And it's the same reaction you two just had, really. You know?
Fuck.
I figured it was apt.
Fuck, man.
So I didn't get that spoiled with the Calyrex is just going to ride the horse, and I lost my shit when I was playing the game. I was like, what the action? What?
I gotta say, like, the idea of Pokemon royalty kind of fucked up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Pokemon god, so
There is a Pokemon god, and he doesn't actually force anybody to, like, fucking carry him around. He can just fly around a bunch, like,
yeah,
and just do shit that he can do, and, you know, and he
Yeah.
fucking ruined Giratina's life, like, you know. But he didn't, like, fucking say, all right, Giratina, now you fucking carry me around, you pleb, because,
yeah.
yeah.
Feudalism is where you're drawing the line after getting Pokemon garbage, a Pokemon mask, a Pokemon noxious cloud, a
Yep.
Pokemon.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's exactly
Alright.
where my line is.
Feudalism.
Sure. Fair enough.
No serfs allowed in my video game.
Next up, Peasanta. He's a peasant. In case you didn't know.
So the thing with like obviously the conceit with that Pokemon fusion, I think this is slightly different. But anyway, the thing is that it sort of seemed like one of the key tenets of Pokemon is that every Pokemon is important and every Pokemon has its own strength and can do its own sort of thing. Or you can simplify this as every Pokemon is someone's favorite, right?
Sure.
And for that reason, you can't have people sacrificing Pokemon. You can't have, other than releasing them, which is the most like nondescript way of a Pokemon being deleted. And it's also the only way. Yeah, every Pokemon is sort of considered a special thing, and you can't get rid of it any other way than that. Of having to hard get rid of it. That sort of got thrown out the window with Pokemon Go and Let's Go because you sacrifice them for candy. That is headcanon, obviously, but come on. They're being fed into a mulching machine.
I feel like, though, for the most part, Pokemon Go doesn't feel real. I know it's just it's spoiler alert, video game doesn't feel real, but like it's funny because it's the game that should feel the most real because you literally go outside and catch Pokemon, but for me it feels the least real of them all because everything is so trivial and
Trainer
like,
is so handsome and lifelike.
Yeah.
Surely. That's as real as it gets.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean there.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. I had the same feeling when I was playing it.
Yeah.
Which wasn't for very long.
And I still play it every now and then. Like, I like the idea of like collecting them, and over time I can build up enough, you know, to evolve them and all that sort of stuff. It's a very different type of game, but like, yeah, it doesn't feel anywhere near as like high stakes or real as any of the other ones were. So the idea that you just accumulate Pokemon en masse and delete them because they're not good enough doesn't really bother me so much, if that makes sense. Like, yeah.
But that's when you get to Pokemon Let's Go and they're the same sort of thing, and it's, I don't know, I know what you mean. It's such a strange phenomenon.
Yeah. Yeah. played enough Go to get Meltan and then just stopped. Yeah, so what I have been... My goal in Pokemon Go was always to catch the 151. That's what I wanted, because I'd never done that before. I'd never filled up a Pokedex. And I got as close as I have been trying to do that since it came out, and I'm still not there yet. And it's starting to get really irritating now, because like there's just stuff that I know I'm not going to get because I've missed it. And it's like, it's the sort of game where it's like, if you've been playing it the whole time, if I'd played it consistently the whole time, I would have everything, but I haven't. And now I don't know how to fucking get... I need a Zapdos, right? Like, I need like a Zapdos and a Moltres and something else. And it's like, how the fuck am I going to get them? Like, I don't fucking know. There was an event and I missed it, and it's done. Like, that's the end of that.
I know what you mean. It's like if you play Disney Sorcerer's Arena for mobile phones and you miss your chance to collect Barley Lightfoot from Disney Pixar's Onward and add him to your RPG team. It's exactly
haven't you
like
got Barley yet?
It's just like that. I'm so glad you understand. Thank you.
I've already got a shiny Barley.
Oh, what? Can you message me after this, please? I need my Barley.
I mean, I'm so thirsty. Yeah, so I was going to talk about, if we're putting Pokemon sacrificing on the table, what else can we do? Which brings us to Shoulder and Slowbro. Which, if you're going to sacrifice, this needs to be #1 priority. Even DB, you brought this up as well. Fantasy-wise, I don't even know how to say this. In the anime, and I guess in the game's in-game headcanon, Slowpoke evolves into Slowbro when Shoulder attaches to its tail. In the games, it evolves by reaching like level 28 or something like that. So none of that is a thing, because I guess they hadn't really worked that out in 1994. How they were going to do that. But now, if you're going to have Pokemon sacrifice them to the Blood God, we can do how this was always intended. I think you would need like an actual Pokemon reboot. You don't need to clear a lot of things out if we were going to get to this point. So I don't think that's going to happen, but I would still really like to see it. It doesn't mean that a Shoulder has to be consumed in the process. Is the thing.
Could have done Slowbro like this, Shoulder attach conceit if it was like a sliding block puzzle, where you just got to push it, like the boulders in the cave. I think if you did that, would have been a hit.
Yeah. I was honestly thinking that like a way to do it might be that at a certain level it becomes eligible to evolve, right? But then what you have to do is you have to like have your Slowbro in your party in the first slot or whatever, go fucking fishing, and then it automatically just like and obviously in the original games there would be no like impossible to do this, but like it would be really cool if there was like some sort of cutscene that played and it was like showed you fucking dunking your Slowbro, your Slowpoke in there, and then and then it's Tadari's a Slowbro. Like I feel like that would be really cool. Because that's technically how it's supposed to happen, right? Like it's supposed to just be chilling out there, gets bit, turns into a Slowbro.
Yeah. And to get Galarian Slowbro, your Slowpoke has to be poisoned or something like that.
Yeah. You just have to get lucky and get a poison one.
But the way you could do that is like when you go fishing, it's like, which rod would you like to use? And it's like old rod, super rod,
Slowpoke tail.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think like because that's They clearly have figured out also though ways to do it where it's like if you have these two Pokemon in your party, it can trigger an evolution, because there's I'm forgetting which one it is, but there's definitely one where it'll level up if you have another specific Pokemon in the party.
I'll talk about that.
Okay, all right. I'll wait. Pokemon. Yeah, I think I've just remembered what it is, but I won't say it. I'll let you get to it.
It's Mantina.
Yeah, with the Remoraid, right?
Yeah.
Love the evolution gimmicks. More of those. Yeah, they can do it now, like because the technology is here to support them. Yeah.
What's next? These are all obvious ones. Obviously, Magnemite. The Pokemon is literally 3 Magnemites put together. Just do
Screws,
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not that hard. They literally just fuse together. We can go to the next one because Diglett and Dugtrio is exactly the same.
Yep.
But the last one is what you were talking about, Mantyke, Remoraid, and Mantine, I believe.
Yep.
Which you can see that there's a Remoraid attached to Mantine and all its official art, which is interesting. They didn't do that with Slowbro, but then they decided let's just do it in the next.
The thing about like Slowbro, like the more I think about it, I can understand almost like it's supposed to be transformative. Like something happens when he gets bit and they both change. That's why he stands up and that's why Shoulder looks a bit different. But like this one, he just swims around with the Remoraid. Like nothing happens. Like the Remoraid doesn't bite him or something. Like he doesn't eat the Remoraid. They just hang out together and become pals, I guess. Like
it's like Bambi and Thumper. Thumper doesn't look all that different, but Bambi like grows up and becomes like hot.
Yes.
Yeah, Bambi gets hot. Also, Remoraid is a trash Pokemon, and its only existence is for evolving Mantine. So
sucks to be Remoraid.
Sucks.
I like it's got a face like it heard you make that comment. It's like, oh,
I don't even care. Remoraid should know at this point.
Remoraid knows what he's done.
Yeah. If this last slide might be a bit confusing, but I was thinking about all the ways that Pokemon evolve and all these Pokemon gimmicks and stuff like that, and it means with future generations, and also Pokemon that can like change forms, like Furfu or whatever it's called, like the pool Pokemon that you can give
Furfu.
cards.
Yep.
Yeah, all those different things.
And Sawsbuck,
yes. I was thinking for all these Pokemon that need bespoke items to change forms or evolve, the way that they implemented in games now is that like you'll probably just find each individual item randomly, and if you specifically want to evolve or change the form of a Pokemon, you just have to go to that specific spot and find it. But I was thinking it'd be cool if in Pokemon games going forward, every Pokemon game had a pawn shop, and all the weird random items were just in that store. And if you wanted to get the thing, you just go in there and buy it or rent it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a quality of life change.
Yes, this is just a quality of life thing. But also, you can have this as like a recurring character, like it's the same character every time at the store.
Like Sid or something.
Yeah, and also if you want to use my likeness for it, Nintendo, you can do that.
In fact, I think put Brendon in the game and call him Sid.
Yeah. Sid Final Fantasy.
Tonight we are announcing our campaign to Nintendo, much very akin to let the McElroy brothers be in Trolls 2.
Yeah. The McElroy brothers will be in Trolls 2. Brendon will be in the Pokemon franchise.
In Pokemon Gun.
Pokemon Gun and Pokemon Bullet.
Yeah. So that's the end of my presentation, though. We can go back to celebrities endorsing video game consoles.
Yeah,
the real crux of this presentation.
I've used up the rest of the pictures in my folder, so I think we better.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we've got Rihanna here,
yes,
playing Xbox 360. What is she playing? Hey Rihanna, what you playing?
It would be an Xbox game. I'm going to say Forza.
I'm going to say Cameo Elements of Power.
A good choice.
The thing that surprises me is that she has got the headset on. What's she using the headset for? Because the headset to me says she's playing Call of Duty and she's telling everybody that she fucked their moms.
I think she's just using it to hear the audio and she happens to have the mic down. Like, they're at a launch party. They can't put it up. She's not talking trash.
Nah,
she's too good for that. She's playing Viva Pinata. That's what. Yeah, that's very possible.
Banjo Kazooie nuts and bolts.
Should
It's just building a car.
Should we stream Cameo? By the way, I've got it for Xbox One. It's in the Rare collection.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
rather.
One of their various classic games.
Go ahead. Mariska Hargitay.
Okay, I was about to say it's Alyssa Milano. I'm glad that you came in with the correct name because it's not Alyssa Milano.
I don't know if I'm probably mispronouncing that wildly, but it's
definitely not.
The woman
that sounds
from Law and Order
correct.
SVU.
I thought it was Alyssa Milano.
Someone didn't watch Charmed.
Yeah, no.
Someone clearly did not watch Charmed.
Did not watch Charmed. I'm charmless.
Did you watch Alias?
No. I thought Jennifer Garner was in that.
Yes, she is, and she's on the next slide.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, all right. Oh, okay, great. Yes.
Just having
Okay.
a ball.
Well, I mean, there's nothing on the TV.
Yeah.
And she's
That's the
very
idea
amused
as
by
well.
it.
This is like those when people post videos of like hot girls like playing games and they're like, and then you can see that like the controller's not on. Everyone's like, not a real fucking gamer girl.
Yeah.
Like, I see through you, Jennifer Garner.
Look, she is playing Alias the video game. It's just on a loading screen, okay?
Ah.
There's like a little bit of text in the lower right corner that her head is obscuring.
Okay, they made an Alias video game.
Oh, yeah.
What is the premise of the show Alias that required a video
Isn't she a
game?
spy?
Jennifer Garner.
She wears wigs.
Okay.
Third-person stealth action video games.
So they made a better Metal Gear Solid, is what we're saying.
That's right.
Okay, all right. Well, I know what
The
I know.
Wikipedia article starts with, when CIA agent Sydney Bristow is called into work on her day off, she knows there must be something serious going down.
I'm adding in more pics, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, please. Yeah.
Excellent.
What else we got? We got Mariah Carey advertising Game of War. Fire Age.
That game sounds sick. Just kidding.
Hell yeah. Have you got Tom Holland and Hannibal Buress spruiking Final Fantasy 14? Or do
We
I
should
need to find
actually
that for you?
we should watch that
Oh.
trailer. We should watch that trailer. It's very
Yeah.
good.
I'll get the New Day one up as well, the wrestling one too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's what's his name?
Ozzy
Ozzy
Osbourne.
Osbourne playing WoW.
And
I
he
also
would fucking
love.
play WoW, and he would
was
suck
him.
at it.
And it was him, but Aubrey Plaza actually played WoW, and she was in the ads.
Yeah.
And who else was in? Oh, Mr. T.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. T. I remember the ad with him and he had a night elf that had a mohawk, just like him.
Yes.
Just
Oh, I
like
still-
him.
I still have a character that has there was like a grenade, and he threw it, and it turned them into Mr. T's character from the ad. Do you remember that?
No. I didn't
Okay.
I didn't actually play WoW until much
Oh,
later on. I just remember that ad where he
So
had
when those
the-
ads came out, there was an in-game item which does what I said it does. You
That's pretty
throw it on
cool.
the ground, and it'll turn characters into the Mr. T character from the ad for like an hour. And I still have a saved character on some random server that has the item.
Vin Diesel seems like he would have been into WoW.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Can one of you guys Google what video games Vin Diesel plays? Because I bet he does.
He plays, yeah. I'm pretty sure he has like his
He would have done something about it on those fucking videos that he makes that I watched a Drew Gooden video about. You know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah.
Henry
Reese,
Cavill
if you're about
was
to
super...
suggest Wheelman, don't. I've got that coming.
Henry Cavill, yeah, is super into Witcher. Apparently he said that he took inspiration from Witcher 3 when he was...
I had something else in there as well. I had the video in there.
And he also plays WoW, Henry
Yeah.
Cavill. Yeah. Because I know he gives that anecdote that he missed, or he didn't answer the phone when, like, J.J. Abrams was calling to tell him that he was going to be Superman because he was busy fucking doing a dungeon or something, or raiding. And then he rang again. He was like, all right, I better go answer. But he originally didn't answer because he was busy playing WoW, which is extremely relatable. Sorry, I just skipped right past fucking... What is this? This is... I'm just going to keep saying Call of Duty. I've got to be right eventually, right?
Oh, this is Battlefield.
One.
Are you
This
looking
is
at this one with Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
The joint
Yeah.
just lolling out of his mouth.
He does
It's
fucking
like-
play video games.
I think this is in a Creepy Cat video. It's so funny. It's like all the celebrities, and they're like, "Yeah, we're playing Battlefield," and they go to Snoop Dogg, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm doing so good and killing everyone. I'm shooting so many heads." And then they cut to a shot of the scoreboard. It's like Snoop Dogg, 0 kills, like 7 deaths or something like that. They cut back to him, and he's playing the game. He's like, "Yeah."
That's so fucking funny. And yeah, Zac Efron was here too.
There was,
Yeah.
Zac Efron and Jamie Foxx and Emily Ratajkowski, and they walk out from behind their closet, and you see a big puff of smoke come out, and they all walk out with these red as fuck eyes, all giggling, and it's like, all right, I know what's going on here.
I remember EA's host being like, "Hey guys, are you excited to play the new Battlefield?" And they just look at each other and they go like, "Jazzed,
Yeah.
So excited.
jazzed." It was like the takeaway.
Oh, why don't I just bring that up? I'm fucking. Actually, it's a whole Krabby Cat video. Anyway.
Holy shit. Vin Diesel Wheelman?
Yeah,
That's his video.
Dwayne
game.
Johnson Spy Hunter?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I want to play these so bad.
Fuck yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, there was supposed to be a movie, a Spy Hunter movie starring The Rock, and it never came to fruition, but the game did. The game based on the movie absolutely did.
So here's just before I forget, because I don't want to forget. Have you guys heard of the soccer player Neymar Jr.? I don't know what his first name is. Okay, well, he's apparently like really fucking good soccer player in Europe somewhere. He's like Brazilian or some shit. And sorry, that wasn't very whatever, man. And he because you know how like all of these like sports stars and like other celebrities have like started using Twitch streams like in the pandemic times. Everyone sort of tried to do it. I didn't know this. I saw a clip of Neymar Jr. This guy gets paid like tens and tens of like probably like $50 million a year to play soccer because he's like a super good soccer player. He plays fucking Counter-Strike and he's like quite good at it, and apparently has had a Twitch channel for years because in the off season he just fucking plays Counter-Strike and is really fucking good at Counter-Strike.
Oh, right.
And I saw this clip of him 1v5ing and winning the game, and it was really fucking good because then like at the end of it he put on some fucking like South American sounding music and just started dancing and like speaking in Portuguese or something. It was really great. He was clearly having a really fun time. So
that's what you want to hear.
Yeah. I was gonna say let's watch the video of the Pancake. Was it the Pancake Brothers? Is that what their names?
Yeah, Pancake Boys. Yeah,
Pancake Boys. But the video has
what they're called.
Okay. Why did I think they were called Pancake Boys?
No, they used to they threw pancakes, but they were not called the Pancake Boys.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The video, can I trouble you to just take a quick glance at the last slide?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because Reese in the chat asked for Stranglehold, and I remembered Jet Li's video game where you use the analog sticks to fight people. So you just tilt it at an enemy and he starts doing cool moves.
That sounds great.
Like a twin stick shooter.
Yeah, it was a fun demo. It was a fun little demo.
50 Cent Blood on the Sand? Man.
Oh, there's two 50-cent games, yeah.
Yeah, that's right, two 50-cent games.
I think the first one's Bulletproof and Blood on the Sand's the second one.
That's right.
I've played that. It sucks.
This isn't a like celebrity video game, but there were CSI video games that were voice acted. Oh, yeah. Fully voice acted. Yes. They were terrible.
Hey, they're celebrities to someone.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. I remember I rented one from the local Blockbuster once because I was super into CSI Miami at the time, and
I think Telltale made one.
Did they?
Like early Telltale made one.
Right. I have to look up what was the one I played and who made it because it was awful. It was really, really bad.
CSI Fatal Conspiracy. Oh, that one has Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes, that was the one then.
It is the 9th CSI game released. There are more than 9.
At
least. We'll stream all of them.
Okay, all right.
Wow.
I think we've just we just need to note down. Yeah.
Incredible.
Shall we watch the Pancake Brothers? Yes, you just told me what they were called and I've forgotten.
New Day.
New Day, that's right.
Also, Call Me Kevin streamed the Desperate Housewives games as well. It's like The Sims. Do you want to give us a 3, 2, 1 go?
Yep. I'll just all right. Okay. 3. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
If you want to know what actually no, it's too long to explain what the deal is. Wrestling's like that. If you want to explain what is going on, it's like, okay, we need to go back 10 years.
Yeah. Sit yourself down, Sonny.
Yeah.
Sit on my lap.
Let's wrap this up because I got a sore throat.
Yes.
All right. So I guess we could talk about what we're doing next. Well, I just want to say, like, I'm playing Jack 2 with Brendon again on Thursday, and I'm excited because there's like, by my guess, there's like 3 sessions left. Nice. Yeah, if we're going at a comfortable trot, then like three sessions till we get to the end credits. Unless we like make a bumper long episode, 3 hours, like an Alan Wake finale stint, And
I know I just started a new series with the Pokemon Nuzlocke, but I do have this job trial tomorrow, so it's going to have to be on hold for at least tomorrow, and then we'll see where that goes. So
one of these, you'll beat Nuzlocke one of these days. You'll do it.
Yeah. I mean, it won't end, but it may not be a daily thing like I'd like it to.
Sure. Okay.
And we got Review Gear Friday. if you're still down, Brendon, because I'm bloody down. And then Medieval Saturday? Sunday?
Oh, both days I'm busy.
Oh,
so
okay.
maybe not. So
That's all
no
good.
promises there.
That's
But,
all good.
I will return to Medieval. That's a fun game, but
Nice.
maybe not this weekend.
And then I pinky promise Jedi Academy on Monday night. If I start early enough and I don't die enough, it could be the finale. I kind of want to say it's going to be the finale, and then maybe at some point in one of the off nights, I want to do just a little quick run through of some of the multiplayer maps, because I spent a very long time in those multiplayer maps on split screen, and I want to show them off because they're really cool, and they're not all in the game that you see as you play through, so they're really cool. So look forward to that. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for putting this together
Williams
and
is
sharing
his
your
daughter
thoughts.
Zelda.
God bless. Bye. Ending
Bye.
stream. Goodbye.